Hey, it's Luke from LT Gaming, and today we're talking about Star Wars Galaxies Restoration, because this thing is absolutely awesome and it's basically the community resurrecting Star Wars Galaxies and then trying to push it forward like it never died in the first place. If you like Star Wars where you're not the chosen one, you're just a nobody trying to survive in the galaxy, you'll really enjoy this game. And hit like on the video, call it a rebel donation or an Imperial mandatory voluntary contribution. And the best part about this project, it's totally free. You can grab everything you need straight from the Restoration website, get it installed, and you're basically back in that classic Star Wars Galaxies game with a modern community keeping it alive. Now, I've talked about my journey with Star Wars before, being a massive expanded universe fan. The novels and Timothy Zahn's Heir to the Empire really bringing me into the fold. And then the Disney movies came along and wrecked everything, and look, I know they're trying, and I don't judge anybody who's into it, but it just destroyed Luke Skywalker for me in The Last Jedi. That has to be one of the worst films I've ever seen. But recently my passion has been reignited. I've started, and my wife is pretty annoyed about this, collecting expanded universe novels again. I've ordered about 50 and they're coming next week. So this project for me came along at just the right time. Let me know your Star Wars journey in the comments below. I'm genuinely interested to see how people got into it, what their favourite time periods are, whether you're into expanded universe, legends that they call it now, or even canon. Please share with no judgment. So here's the quick lowdown on Star Wars Galaxies Restoration project. It's a fan-run, community-driven thing built around the idea of what if Star Wars Galaxies kept evolving down a better timeline. Their direction is basically CU-inspired mechanics. Now, I never played this game originally, so that doesn't mean a lot to me. But they're also keeping a lot of later era quality of life and content, but have an alternate timeline philosophy where the sandbox identity stays front and center. And look, I'm not the first to find this. It's been alive for years now. This isn't a new flash in the pan or anything, but it's just come to my attention and I think it deserves more eyes. It's a long-running effort that's been stacking releases, systems and improvements over time. And to me, because I never played the original, this really does still feel like a resurrection because it is highly playable today. I'm not looking at this with nostalgia, just as a brilliant Star Wars experience. The reason this one hits hard and why it has such a pull is that it gives you Star Wars as a lifestyle MMO. You're not forced into being the hero of the galaxy, you're a citizen in it. You can be combat focused, sure, but you can also be the person crafting gear, building a house, or making a way through the professions. I mean, I've been doing a bit of dancing, oddly enough. The less said about that, the better. Or just living in the world and letting the social side carry the experience. I mean, I was a new player and I went to the Mos Eisley Cantina and some guy basically took me outside, gave me a speeder bike, helped me on my way, took me to the mission points. It was really helpful and I appreciated it. I never even said I'm a YouTuber. Maybe he would have took me out the back and shot me instead. There's also loads of resources available for new players and I'd highly recommend going to this dude in the back of the cantina who gives you a free starship. Just a quick interlude to say most of you who watch the channel are not subscribed. So make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button because it helps smaller channels like us grow really quickly and both me and Tom really appreciate it. I really enjoy how customizable it is, like those old-fashioned MMOs. I can change the colour of virtually everything and move all of the boxes. And then much to my enjoyment, I discovered there's a space layer, which is a massive part of the Galaxy's fantasy. It's that slower burn of being a pilot with a ship. You don't just really shoot stuff as an X-Wing, you are trying to level up and gain your roles, but it complements the ground game really well, because Galaxies was always about having multiple lives you can lead in one MMO world. So they've recently done an update called Shatterpoint, which I think is something that helps generate stories within the game. I mean, I haven't got to this level of content yet. I am firing this up most days and enjoying it, but taking my time. But at a high level, it's a multi-week escalation loop with a point scoring system and a push and pull mechanic that means it feels like a proper campaign. I mean, it's great they're adding this stuff in 2026, right? And what's cool is you can contribute in many different ways, running supplies, doing intel work, counterintelligence, creating distractions, doing a bit of dancing like me in the cantinas, or just questing and combat if that's your thing. As far as I understand, it's all been streamlined from the old days, so it's definitely not as hard to understand, and there is a bit of a learning curve here. And the Shatterpoint literally leads to that, an endgame Shatterpoint event. There's lots of new stuff on the horizon also, including Hoth. I mean, look, this is absolutely awesome and free, so I'm along for the ride and I'm just enjoying myself, and I think you should jump in also. I don't really have a lot of bad things to say about this. I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant, but I mean, I do understand it graphically isn't for everyone. It also is an MMO, but I mean, it's not something we naturally cover on the channel, but I thought, why not? Give it a chance and see if you guys respond. And it's just a super wholesome project I'm absolutely delighted to see in 2026. I mean, with the state of gaming these days, isn't it great we can still enjoy these things? It will depend though on the player base and the community keeping this one alive, so it might not be around forever, but they have been going strong for quite some time, so I trust this team. The main comparison out there is of course Star Wars The Old Republic, which I absolutely love also. Of course that game is a theme park, it's cinematic, story driven with some absolutely brilliant stories, and you're basically the hero of your own Star Wars season. Galaxies Restoration is more like Star Wars as a place, you're living in it. You've got to find your own niche and create the Star Wars fantasy. So really, if Star Wars The Old Republic is play a story, Restoration is live in the galaxy. My future hopes for this are really simple. I just hope they keep the project alive and that people keep playing it. Hats off to this team and everyone involved, and I hope LT gamers get behind it and support it strongly, especially if you're into Star Wars. I'm going to keep on dancing in the cantinas, flying in my starship, and basically trying to understand what the hell is going on. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you play this? Have you played it? Or are you just glad to see this project alive and well in 2026? Make sure to do all that YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, it really helps the channel. I've been Luke from LT Gaming, and may the Force be with you.